Hello everyone. I'm sorry. Hi everyone. Thunderbolt Cole here. Uh, Welcome to this little clip that I decided to make in between finishing up, hopefully the first episode of uh, The Forest. It's gonna be in 3 parts because it's so freaking long. Anyways, I'm gonna be breaking down my quote-unquote best game on War Thunder that I've ever done. Um, Considering the amount of damage I did and the planes I killed. Um, so here you can see I'm in the Avenger. It's 1.7 American. And most of these, and most of the time in realistic battles, if I'm in a bomber, I would usually, like the Avenger, I would stay on the ground or stay up top and wait for the rest of the planes to take off, as you saw there. Uh, Mostly, what I like to do in these instances, I do it a lot with the Avenger, the P-47, the A4 Skyhawk. Um, that I usually go away from the battlefield. I go low and slow, low and fast. Sorry, sorry. So you see me going down, flying. It's just about like 100 meters off the deck is what I like to do in these types of planes. I do it a lot with the Skyhawk, as you saw with the if you saw my A4 sortie video, you saw how low me and my wingman got. We got pretty low to the ground to do our attack runs. We go off to the side. Most of the time, I don't fly solo. I usually fly with another, like I said, with a wingman with a fighter escort, which defers any fighters that would come our way, so we can continue on with the mission. That's how I see it. That's how I play War Thunder most of the time. If I don't have a buddy to do this with, then I just go in solo like I am right now. So I don't recall which map this is, but there are 3 bomb bases, and somewhere in the sky in front of me there is an SBD Dauntless that's heading towards the base that I was going for. And at some point, he is going to dive down. You should be able to see a speck in the sky. That should be the Dauntless going down, dropping his bomb load, and unfortunately taking my bomb base. So you'll see the moment I take I bank to the right. Right there, I banked to the right because the Dauntless just took my base. So I'm heading towards the middle one. You should have heard at this point. I can't hear the actual audio from the video because that's how Share Factory does. I can't hear the audio, but you should have heard 2 beeps. So that means the far left and far right bases were destroyed, possibly by the B-18 that took off earlier. And then right here, I dropped 2 bombs on some ground targets. You see, bam and bam. Those were 2 ground targets destroyed. And I'm saving the last 2 of my bombs to take the base that's just up ahead. Here I'm just taking a bit of fire, and then you can see I took control of my turret gunner because there was I think it was either an I-15 or I-16. I believe it was Russian. He was coming up behind me, taking pot shots. The one thing I do realize that I really like about the Avenger now is when it comes to some early single engine biplanes or monoplanes, that the armor piercing rounds from the turret can actually penetrate through the engine, either killing the pilot and the engine or killing the engine itself. it brings down the plane, which actually serves to my advantage. Once I finish this bombing run, you'll see in a sec. So, just gonna wait until you see my bomb doors start to open. That's when we hit the base. So, just gonna wait for a little bit. There you see my bomb base open. And I don't know if you saw the red smoke that was behind me, but that is an enemy plane that's coming towards me. Uh, so you're gonna see boom boom, base destroyed. And now I'm gonna start heading, at this point, heading back to base. And I lost my airplane. Base contrail. There it is. And I'm gonna start firing my main 50s, because that's one enemy plane and two. So at this point in time, I have two enemy planes on my tail. I can't dogfight them, so that's out of the question. Sorry, so I start using my turret. That's one plane down. Shot the engine. And that's another one down, so that makes, actually there's three, because I took down the I-16 that was following me earlier. Crashed. So that's 3 kills, a bomb base, and 2 ground targets, and that's a friendly that's flying under me. And you can see that I am riddled with holes, my wings are torn up, and for some reason, I am still flying. I'm going to, I'm going to, fast forward this bit, because no one wants to see me flying. Just, flying back towards my base, so you're gonna get the fast forward for now. Here now, I'm on approach. The thing with me is I tend not to use my landing flaps. That is a big thing with me. I know some people are gonna kill me over it, but I don't use my landing flaps when landing in War Thunder. I know it's a very important thing. Real aviation. You just saw I put my landing gear down. I cut my throttle to half, and at this point I'm just gliding down to the airstrip. And I know at the last moment I put down my landing flaps. There, that's my landing flaps. I don't usually use them a lot, because most of the time I can land without them. So here, I'm just gonna get refueled, repaired, and rearmed. I know you can see my navigator in the back is slouching. He's been hit. So hopefully that we can fix that once that happens. So yeah, here I'm just waiting for the plane to get itself ready. And no thing with me is also, besides not putting down my landing flaps, if it even has landing flaps, I would turn off my engine, because why not? So I'm gonna fast forward this bit as well, to not bore you guys with the entire takeoff and me getting in position. So at this point, all 3 bases are destroyed, and I notice because every now and then I check the statistics to see how many people are left. At this point, it's just me and another player. He's flying a DO-17. We were the last two in the game, and as I'm heading towards the enemy airbase, because that's one of the last bases to hit, he's coming in. You can see him right there. I start firing my guns, and he starts firing his. So now it's just a 1v1 to see which team gets the battle. And see, I managed to hit his engine. I take control of my gunner, since at that point he's on my side, and then now he's down below. So I would definitely not consider dogfighting with this with the Avenger, but in this circumstance that I was going up against a DO, you can. He was getting farther away from me, but I managed to get a couple of nice hits on him. You're gonna see that I got a pretty good hit on him in just a second. With those 50s there, you can see right there, that's a really good hit right there. And down he goes, and this basically became our game. So it was a game of 4 kills, a base, and 2 ground targets. I know it really isn't much, but it's something. But yeah, I mean, if you guys, I just wanted to show you guys what my thoughts, how my thought process is on how I like my way of thinking when it comes to these things. And well, I know it's a very random clip of this, but if you guys want to see more small clips of how I do things, feel free to ask. But besides that, I'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully I can get the forest videos done. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
Folks are born